You're deep in the wilderness. The sun has dropped below the tree line. Temperatures are falling fast, and your survival depends entirely on one single tool hanging from your belt. Not your phone, not your pack, your knife. A good survival knife is the most important piece of gear you will ever carry into the outdoors. It builds your shelter, prepares your food, processes your firewood, and can save your life when everything else fails. But walk into any outdoor store or scroll through any gear website, and you'll be hit with blades costing $300, $400, even $500. Here's the truth nobody talks about. You absolutely do not need to spend that kind of money to carry a knife that performs at the highest level. There are blades out there, built with premium steel, smart engineering, and real field-tested design, that cost less than $100 and will outperform knives twice their price. Today, we are counting down the top 10 best survival knives. Stay until the end, because number 1 is an absolute game changer that most people completely overlook. Let's get into it. Number 10. Schrade SCHF 9 Extreme Survival Knife. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the Schrade SCHF 9 Extreme Survival Fixed Blade, and this thing earns its name without any apology. If you're looking for a serious heavy-duty knife that is built to take punishment in the worst conditions, the SCHF 9 is immediately going to grab your attention. Starting with the blade. It is a massive 6.4-inch drop-point design forged from 1070 high-carbon steel, a material well known for exceptional toughness, deep edge retention, and remarkable ease of sharpening in field conditions. High-carbon steel is a survivalist's best friend because even when your edge dulls after heavy use, a few passes on a flat stone will bring it right back to a working sharpness without any special equipment. The blade is finished with a black powder coat that protects against rust and corrosion while reducing light reflection, a useful detail in tactical or hunting environments. The blade spine is thick and flat, making it fully capable of handling battening duties, that is, splitting wood by driving the blade through logs using a wooden batten, a task that destroys weaker knives. The SCHF 9 handles with confidence. Moving to the handle. It is constructed from glass-filled nylon with a deeply textured surface that locks into your palm even when your hands are cold, wet, or dirty. The ergonomic shape includes a pronounced guard that prevents your hand from slipping forward onto the blade during forceful cuts. A large lanyard hole at the base of the handle allows you to tether the knife to your wrist or pack, ensuring you never lose it in rough terrain. This all-in-one package design makes the SCHF 9 a smart choice for survivalists who want to carry multiple essential tools in a single, compact setup. Overall, the Schrade SCHF 9 is a bold, capable, and genuinely tough survival knife that opens our countdown in serious style. Number 9. Condor Tool and Knife Bush Lore. A blade that has quietly become one of the most respected names in the bushcraft community, and once you understand what it brings to the table, it is very easy to see why. The bush lore is handcrafted in El Salvador by skilled artisan knife makers, and that human touch is immediately apparent in the fit, finish, and overall feel of the knife. This is not a machine-stamped, assembly line product. This is a blade that someone cared about making correctly. The heart of the bush lore is its 4.3-inch blade, forged from 1075 high-carbon steel, a classic time-tested bushcraft steel that has been trusted for generations. The steel hardness sits around 57 to 58 HRC, a range that gives you an excellent balance between edge sharpness and toughness. The Scandi grind on this blade is one of the cleanest examples of that geometry you will find on a production knife at this price range. Scandi grind means the blade has a single, wide bevel that runs directly from the blade spine down to the cutting edge with no secondary micro bevel. This geometry is ideal for wood carving, notch cutting, feather stick preparation, and all precision bushcraft tasks because you have complete feedback and control through the entire cutting stroke. Sharpening a Scandi ground blade is also exceptionally simple. Lay it flat on a whetstone and maintain that single bevel angle, and your edge comes back razor sharp in minutes. The handle is shaped from genuine hardwood, walnut in most configurations, and the scales are contoured, smooth, and comfortable across long periods of use. The full tang construction is secured with solid brass rivets, giving the knife a classic, hand-built aesthetic that looks and feels premium. The genuine leather sheath is stitched, formed, and fitted to the blade with precision. For anyone serious about traditional bushcraft skills, the Condor Bush Lore is one of the finest tools available. Number 8. Ontario Knife Company RAT3. This knife carries serious credibility from the moment you pick it up. Ontario Knife Company has been manufacturing blades for the United States military since 1889, over a century of proven production, and the RAT3 is a direct product of that deep, uncompromising heritage. The knife centers around a 3.9-inch drop-point blade machined from 1095 high-carbon steel, one of the most widely respected steels in the survival and tactical knife world. The 1095 alloy is prized for three things: raw toughness, excellent impact resistance, and exceptional ease of sharpening in field conditions using simple tools. The blade is hardened to approximately 57 to 58 HRC, which gives it the right balance of flexibility and rigidity to handle hard-use tasks without cracking or chipping under stress. The blade geometry features a full flat grind, which produces a clean, efficient cutting edge that performs equally well for slicing, food prep, and detailed carving work. The spine is thick and squared off, making it compatible with a ferro rod. Drag it down your fire striker, and you will generate a shower of hot sparks to start a fire. The handle is constructed from textured injection-molded nylon with a contoured shape that fills the hand naturally. It features finger grooves for index placement and a pronounced guard for hand protection. The full tang construction runs the complete length of the handle, and the lanyard hole at the butt end allows secure tethering. The RAT3 is compact, incredibly rugged, and built on a legacy that speaks for itself. It is a knife that simply will not let you down. Number 7. Cold Steel SRK-SK5, the survival rescue knife. And Cold Steel built this blade with one objective in mind: absolute, uncompromising reliability in life or death scenarios. This knife does not try to impress you with fancy handle materials or elaborate aesthetics. It impresses you with raw performance, and that is exactly what survival demands. The blade is 6 full inches of SK5 high-carbon steel, a Japanese industrial steel alloy that Cold Steel has long favored for its exceptional balance between toughness and edge retention. SK5 sits harder on a Rockwell scale compared to many competing budget steels, meaning it holds a sharp edge through significantly more cutting work before needing a touch-up. The clip-point blade shape gives you a strong, controllable tip for detailed, piercing, and fine work, while the generous blade belly provides excellent slicing geometry for skinning game, preparing food, and cutting cordage. The blade is finished with a protective black baked-on coating that prevents corrosion and eliminates light reflection. At 6 inches, this is one of the longer blades on our list, which makes it a superior choice for camp tasks that require real reach. Chopping through small branches, processing large pieces of game, or clearing vegetation around a camp. The handle is crafted from Crayex rubber, a dense, shock-absorbing material that provides remarkable grip even in wet, cold, or muddy conditions. The double guard is wide and protective, locking the hand securely in position during aggressive cutting strokes. The SecureX sheath is lightweight, durable, and designed with a positive retention snap to keep the blade locked in during active movement. Whether you're navigating jungle terrain, mountainous backcountry, or preparing for worst-case emergency scenarios. Number 6. Gerber Prodigy Survival Knife, a knife that can handle everything from utility cutting to defensive use without failure. The result is a 4.75-inch clip-point blade manufactured from 420HC stainless steel with Gerber's own proprietary heat treatment process applied. That heat treatment pushes the 420HC steel to perform well above its standard capabilities in terms of edge retention and hardness, making Gerber's version of this steel significantly better than the generic 420HC found in cheaper blades. The blade features a partial serration section along the rear portion of the edge, giving you 2 tools in one: a clean, smooth edge for slicing and skinning, and an aggressive serrated section for cutting through rope, webbing, netting, seat belts, and similar tough materials. This dual-edge configuration makes the Prodigy particularly well-suited for rescue and emergency scenarios. The clip-point blade geometry gives the Prodigy a fine, controllable tip that is ideal for piercing tasks, while the sweeping belly of the blade provides plenty of surface area for long draw cuts through food, cordage, and soft materials. The 420HC steel on the Prodigy responds well to a ceramic rod sharpener. A quick 10 to 15 passes on each side will restore a clean working edge in under 2 minutes, even in the field without a proper sharpening setup. The blade thickness is 4.5 millimeters at the spine, not as thick as dedicated battening knives, but more than sufficient for moderate wood processing, prying, and general camp tasks that require backbone in the blade. The overall knife length comes to 9.75 inches, giving it a substantial and confident feel in the hand without becoming unwieldy during fine cutting tasks that require close control and precision. The full tang construction delivers maximum structural integrity. The integrated pommel at the base of the handle is reinforced for use as a striking tool or glass breaker in emergency situations. Number 5. Mora Garberg Full Tang, 4 decades. Mora have built their reputation on partial tang and stick tang designs that were incredibly cost-effective and functional, but the Garberg marks their entry into the full tang, heavy-duty survival knife arena, and they absolutely nailed it. The blade measures 4.3 inches and is crafted from Sandvik 12C27 stainless steel, a premium Swedish steel alloy specifically engineered for knife blades. Sandvik 12C27 is widely regarded as one of the best steels available at its price point, delivering exceptional corrosion resistance, excellent edge retention, and the ability to achieve a very fine, razor-sharp edge with proper technique. The blade hardness is set at 59 HRC, sitting at the harder end of the performance range, meaning this edge stays sharp through demanding extended use in the field. The full flat grind produces a lean, efficient cutting profile that excels at clean slicing cuts, food preparation, and precision work. The blade thickness on the Garberg sits at 3.2 millimeters, the same robust spine dimension found on Mora's best-performing outdoor blades, giving the knife enough backbone for moderate battening, fire steel striking, and prying without any hint of flex or weakness in the blade. The Sandvik 12C27 steel is highly resistant to rust and staining, which makes the Garberg an exceptional choice for coastal environments, heavy rain conditions, and any situation where the blade is regularly exposed to moisture. It will not pit, stain, or corrode with basic care. The blade geometry on the Garberg is optimized specifically for the full flat grind. This means the edge transitions from a thin, efficient geometry at the tip to a more substantial thickness at the heel, giving you both precision and power, depending on where on the blade you choose to work. The Garberg is rugged, refined, and built for serious field use by one of the most trusted knife manufacturers on the planet. Number 4. Buck Knives 119 Special. The 119 Special is not just a knife. It is a piece of proven American heritage, and its performance in the field fully justifies the reputation it has built across decades of real-world use. The blade is 6 full inches of 420HC stainless steel, processed through Buck's proprietary heat treatment system, a closely guarded process that transforms standard 420HC into a significantly harder, sharper, and more durable steel than the same alloy found in competitor blades. The clip-point design gives the knife a versatile profile, strong enough at the spine for heavy-duty tasks, fine enough at the tip for precision field dressing and skinning work. Buck ships every single 119 Special with a hand-honed, razor-sharp edge straight from the factory. This is a blade that arrives ready to work. The blade spine on the 119 Special is left with a fine flat surface that is perfectly suited for scraping tinder material and can be used to strike a ferro rod when needed, adding a fire-starting capability that is built directly into the blade design without any modification required. The 420HC steel on this knife, after Buck's proprietary heat treatment, achieves a hardness that sits comfortably between 57 and 59 HRC, a range that delivers a notably long-lasting edge while still being friendly enough to sharpen with basic field tools like a simple ceramic rod or pocket whetstone. The 6-inch blade length gives the 119 Special genuine chopping and battening ability that shorter blades cannot provide, that it fills the hand completely and inspires confidence during demanding field work. For hunters in particular, this knife is extraordinary at field dressing, skinning, and caping. Number 3. Becker BK2 Companion. The BK2 is built around a 5.25-inch blade machine from 1095 Crowvan steel, a modified version of the classic 1095 carbon steel alloy that adds chromium and vanadium to the formula. That addition improves corrosion resistance and enhances the toughness and wear resistance of the blade without sacrificing the easy sharpenability that makes 1095 so beloved in the field. The blade spine is an extraordinary 0.25 inches thick, a full quarter inch of steel, making this one of the most rigid, impact-resistant blades in its class. That thickness means battening through hardwood logs, prying, digging, and even hammering with the blade spine are all tasks the BK2 handles without complaint. The convex grind on this knife is a key engineering decision. The convex geometry creates an edge that is uniquely resistant to chipping and rolling under heavy lateral stress, making it a superior choice for tough camp tasks where edge geometry integrity matters. The drop-point blade shape on the BK2 features a strong, thick tip that is specifically designed to handle piercing and prying tasks without breaking. This is not a delicate point built for fine work, it is a reinforced, structural tip built for abuse. The 1095 Crowvan steel on the BK2 achieves a blade hardness of approximately 56 to 58 HRC, a range that Becker specifically selected to maximize toughness and impact resistance over raw hardness. because in survival situations, a blade that chips under stress is far more dangerous than a blade that simply dulls with use. Number 2. ESEE 4P Fixed Blade. Field experienced survival professionals who build a knife based on what actually works when your life depends on it. The 4P is built on a 4.5-inch blade of 1095 high-carbon steel with a flat grind and a blade thickness of 0.188 inches, substantial enough for battening and prying, lean enough for controlled precision work. The 1095 steel is hardened to approximately 55 to 57 HRC, a range that favors toughness and chip resistance over maximum hardness, an intentional decision for survival use, where a tough edge that stays in one piece matters more than a hard edge that might crack under lateral stress. ESEE applies a black powder coat finish to the blade that protects against corrosion and provides a non-reflective surface for tactical applications. The flat grind on the ESEE 4P is executed with exceptional precision. The geometry transitions smoothly from the thick spine down to the cutting edge, producing a blade that is simultaneously strong enough for heavy tasks and thin enough behind the edge to slice cleanly through food, leather, cordage, and soft materials without drag or resistance. The blade spine on the 4P is left squared and sharp, which serves two important functions. It generates reliable sparks when dragged firmly along a ferro rod, and it allows for clean, controlled scraping of tinder material for dried bark, fat wood, and similar fire-starting materials. This knife gives you enough blade length for battening and chopping while keeping the knife short enough to handle comfortably during extended close-quarters camp work. Number 1. Mora Companion Heavy Duty MG. And the number 1 best survival knife under $100 that punches above its price is the Mora Companion Heavy Duty MG. Now, before you scroll away or dismiss this pick, hear us out, because the story of why this knife tops this list is one of the most compelling arguments for smart, no-ego gear selection you will ever encounter. The Mora Companion Heavy Duty has been called the best budget survival knife in the world by outdoor educators, military trainers, wilderness survival instructors, and gear reviewers across every corner of the globe. And the reasoning is devastatingly simple. This knife does everything right, costs almost nothing compared to its competitors, and has never once failed the people who carry it. The blade is 4.1 inches of high-carbon steel, Mora's proprietary high-carbon alloy that they have been perfecting for over a century of Swedish knife manufacturing. The steel is hardened to a precise 59 HRC, giving it outstanding edge retention that outperforms many knives at triple the price. The full flat grind produces a clean, precise, highly efficient cutting edge that handles food prep, carving, fire prep, cordage work, and general camp tasks with absolute confidence. The blade spine is 3.2 millimeters thick, enough for controlled battening of small diameter wood, striking a ferro rod reliably, and handling moderate prying duties. The 3.2 millimeter spine thickness is precisely where Mora wanted it. Thick enough to feel solid and reliable during hard tasks, but thin enough that the overall blade does not feel heavy or clunky during the fine, detailed cutting work that makes up the majority of camp knife use on a day-to-day basis. It is non-slip in wet conditions, comfortable during extended use, and available in high-visibility orange for easy location in leaves, snow, or brush. It is honest, dependable, brilliantly engineered, and proven in the field by millions of users worldwide.